What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Transformers video review. Today we're going to be taking a look at Transformers Legacy Deluxe Class Crankcase. Here he is in his vehicle mode. He turns into a unnamed, unmarked SUV. I think it's an SUV. It doesn't really, I guess maybe it's a hatchback. Either way, it's a little car. Looks kind of cool. It's a little black and blue, just car, you know. Looks nice. It's a retool of the Legacy Skids mold, which I have right here. So you can see there's definitely a lot of retooling, but once you see the transformation, once you see the robot modes, you can tell. But I don't know, I kind of like this mold a little bit better. I think it looks cooler. There's a little bit more to it. Plus I like the colors more on a crankcase anyway. He has two accessories, and they actually have weapon storage. He has this little clear blaster. I don't really know if it has an actual name, so I just call it, it's just a little gun. It can go on the roof, which looks kind of funny. It can go on the back right here, which is where I had it just a second ago, because I like having it. I think that just looks good enough. Or it can go on the other side, but that's, I don't like that. And it can't go anywhere else. Actually, it can go right here if you want. That's kind of cool. But there's no ports on, like, right here on these, I think, gas tanks, maybe? Yeah, I think those are supposed to be gas tanks. No ports anywhere else. There's just the 3, or I guess 5, but that's, that's kind of for robot mode. And then he also has this front bumper gun. It's pretty cool. We'll take a look at that more in a second, but I like integrated weapon storage. Like the robot mode weapon becomes part of the vehicle mode. Like alternators back in like the 2000s, 2010s, they did that. They had like their guns turned into the engines. Like that was cool. So rolls okay. I can hear something rubbing on the table, but other than that, looks good. It's like a glossy paint too. It's not like a matte black. It's like this is painted, so it's kind of shiny. Looks very cool. I like it a lot. For transformation, what you're going to want to do is, you know what? I'm going to leave that on. You can leave that on. You can take it off. I think that's, what is suggested, but I'm going to leave that on for now. Fold up the doors. Come back here. Straighten out the legs. Fold them up. Or fold up the shin guards. I think those are shin guards. Fold up the wheels. I wish they plugged in, but they don't. Untab the legs from the backpack. Fold it up like that. Fold down his legs. Straighten them out. Fold around the arms. And then this is kind of tricky. You just kind of mess with it until the chest comes down and the backpack straightens out as well. Well, let's take that off. That it's coming off anyway. Fold down the chest like that. Fold up the backpack. And then straighten out the arms. And then fold forward the guns on the shoulders. I guess those aren't really his shoulders. It's kind of like the back of his chest. I don't really know. But there we go. Very simple transformation. Takes like no time at all. But looks great. I like it a lot. Only complaint is that, like, there's 3 sections on his upper body that just don't stay together or don't click in all the way. Like, this part of his waist, his stomach area, doesn't really plug together. Can't really see it, my bad. This part right here, very wiggly. Up here, the chest part doesn't like to stay tapped together. And the back part is fine. It's got just friction in there, but I wish it would stay. It was like a tighter click. But other than those 3 things, also the shoulders are kind of like droopy. They don't, stick together, but that doesn't really bother me as much as the other things. Other than those little things, I like the way he looks. I think it's a cool figure. I like the car mode. I like the robot mode. He's very broad. Like, his chest is very, like, I guess, tapered. I think that's the word. It's a V shape. Like, it comes down and then straightens out. Like, he's just, you know, has quite a design about him. I don't know. This little chest, or, yeah, it was actually a chest gun. Bumper headlight gun. You just fold down this part. Easy. And then just give it to him. It's kind of funny. It's kind of stupid, but I like it. Like I said, I like the integrated weapon storage car part guns. And it has blast effect ports. So if you have any blast effects, you know, you just plug it on there. I think it's neat. Then he also, oh yeah, he has this little gun. I don't usually have it with him. I just put it in a bag in my closet because it's just a reskin. It's a repaint of the Skids gun, or the gun that Skids has. So you put it there. He has a lot of ports in robot mode. You can put it on his chest. You put it on his shoulder. You put it on his forearm. You can put it in his hand. So, oh, or you could put it on his back, but I'll just put it in his arm for now. So yeah, he's armored up, or, you know, armed and dangerous. Looks nice. I love the black and blue color scheme. As you know, black and blue is a good color combination. And yeah, for articulation, he has a ball joint at his neck, and it's very, very posable. He has some hinging at his shoulder, like where the shoulder meets the chest because of transformation. He has, I don't even know what joint this could even be, but there's like a swivel at the shoulder in there. Then there's like a hinge there because of transformation. And then there's also like an up and down movement. There's like a multi-joint in his shoulder. So you can get, there's a lot going on there. He has a swivel at his, I don't think that's the bicep. He has a swivel here. So right there. He has a hinge at the elbow. And then a wrist swivel, which is nice. So you can get some posability out of him, even if it looks kind of awkward. He has a waist swivel right there. He has a swivel at his hip. Get a rotation. You can go back that far. You can go forward that far. And then also an out, which can go that far. Not very, but, you know, you can still kind of do the splits. He has a knee bend, he has a thigh swivel, and then he has an ankle pivot. So quite a lot of articulation out of this little guy, which is very cool. So all in all, I think it's a cool figure. A lot of people don't really like this mold, especially nowadays, because it just keeps getting reused. And like Skids was the first one. He was the first version of this mold, and we thought, you know, at Skids there's going to be the that black version, there's going to be the gray version, and there's going to be more repaints out of Skids. But then they retooled it. They made Crankcase, and then out of Crankcase they made, I think, Medics and some other characters, and then they retooled it even further and made Cannonball, who is also like the Red Alert pre-tool. But I don't even think they're doing that because they're doing the Voyager class one in each of the primes. So I don't even know. They've done it like, how many times has it been? Like 6, 7? They've used the base mold like a lot. And so I get why people are tired of it, but I kind of like it. It's like a new Seeker mold. It's kind of funny. So just seeing this guy so many times is it's funny to me. But Crankcase specifically, I like this figure a lot. The mold is nice. The character is cool. I say that, I don't really know much about him. I know he has like brain damage in the comics or something, but looks cool. Vehicle mode is nice. I think the toy is great. I don't know how expensive it is now. I got it when it was like base price. It was like, you know, $20, $24, something like that. Deluxe class price. Nowadays, I think it's more expensive, but I do suggest it, especially if you can find it for cheaper than like max 30. Like, don't get this guy unless you're a Crankcase fan over like 25, 30, because that's just excessive for what this figure is. So overall, it's a good figure. I do suggest it. if you like the video, if you like the review, go ahead and like the video. If you like the content, go ahead and subscribe. And comment down below if you have any questions, comments, obviously, or suggestions for videos. And with that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.